Yes, we are.
Okay, item 5C. We have a proclamation declaring November 15th, 2018 as GIS Day. Do we have anyone here from GIS?
Joe Head.
Get on over here.
They want to go first.
It's extremely humbling for us to be able to do this proclamation for you because when we got here, when I got here 7 years ago, we didn't have GIS systems in place for the city. Other cities had had them for years and some for decades, and yet we didn't have any, and we actually had to fund the entire department to put that in place so that we can approach things in our city from a proactive way and organize them, and in fact the road master plans and all kinds of stuff, and the things that you see coming forth on our website. So it is an honor to be finally with the rest of the world in regards to technology, and now we're going to continue to lead it. Whereas the science of geographic information systems, or GIS, connects people, regions, and systems. Whereas the City of Lake Worth recognizes that an understanding of geospatial concepts is crucial to the wise use of our natural resources, continued economic prosperity, and the general health of all Florida residents. And whereas geography is a common language that strengthens decision-making for governments, communities, non-governmental organizations, and businesses all over the world. And the science of geographic information systems connects people, regions, and systems. And whereas one of the missions of the City of Lake Worth is to be known as the epicenter of art and creative thought in Palm Beach County, with maps being another form of art. And whereas with many public agencies and private organizations in the United States and throughout the world, incorporating and utilizing this technology, GIS, is becoming the wave of the future for information sharing and management. And whereas the City of Lake Worth is committed to utilizing GIS to better serve its residents and make useful geographic information easily available to the public. Now, therefore, I, Pam Triolo, Mayor of the City of Lake Worth, Florida, by the virtue of the authority vested in me, do hereby proclaim November 15th, 2018. We're a little late on that. Should it be December?
No, it's.
All right. As National
There was a
GIS
reason.
Day, and in perpetuity will be early next year. Thank you.
Speech.
Yeah. Joe went away.
Yeah, Joe's not going to speak.
He had a bachelor party.
All right.
All right. He's not going to take the
Well, he was going to speak.
He pared this down from 2 hours, right?
Yes.
It's only 3.
Oh,
All right. Good evening, Mayor, Commissioners, and City Manager. Thank you guys for allowing me to speak. My name is Joe Head. I am the city's GIS Coordinator. And tonight I'm going to briefly go over what my role is here at the city and how the city utilizes and benefits from GIS. So what is GIS? As you just heard the mayor say, it stands for Geographic Information Systems. And it's rooted in the sciences of information technology and geography. So everything in our world is related, or everything in our world exists somewhere. And GIS helps us get a better understanding of how these things relate to each other for a greater understanding and more powerful insights. It helps us answer the questions of where. So where are the fire hydrants within my community? What businesses are within 1,000 feet of public schools? What areas in my community have the highest risk for flooding? And what areas in my community have high rates of code violations? This is an animation. Answering the question of where and when. It's showing vehicle violations over space and time. As you can see, our code compliance division has been very busy helping clean the city up. The red dots represent vehicle violations on private property, while the yellow dots represent vehicle violations on public right-of-way. I like to think of GIS as making a sandwich. So the sandwich or the map can have any number of layers or data sources, and the toothpick that holds that sandwich together is a projected coordinate system. So this ensures that all the data sources line up properly on top of each other. Reporting and visualization. Again, GIS is an extremely powerful tool, and it has a wide variety of tools and methods to help us visualize data at its core. It helps us turn data tables such as this into meaningful graphics such as this. These are the active business licenses for the fiscal year of 2017 within the city. Red is residential and yellow are commercial business licenses. And we can achieve these graphics by using advanced data modeling techniques. Earlier this year, the GIS office acquired raw LiDAR data from Microsoft, and we were able to generate building footprints from this data free of cost, and we saved the city thousands of dollars by doing this. The project was such a great success that neighboring municipalities and even county agencies reached out to us, asking us to collaborate with them on their own efforts for the same task. Another very important part of my job, and probably one of the more fun parts, is automation of work. We are a 21st century cornerstone technology, and that means we get to use 21st century technology benefits such as automation. Automation is extremely important because it saves us time, it promotes data integrity, and it also allows us to develop custom features that aren't offered out of the box, which means we can develop workflows to cater the City of Lake Worth's custom business requirements specifically. I'm going to show you a couple examples of return on investment from automation. Our first example is our alcohol, beverage, and tobacco maps. These are heavily used by our planning and zoning departments. The manual process to update these maps on a regular basis took about an hour and a half to do. With automation, this now takes 2 minutes. Another example is our parcel data, which is used by every department in the city and even the public. The manual process to update this information and add the city's legacy data such as future land use and zoning classifications, flooding attributes, took over 3.5 hours to do. With automation, this task is now scheduled to run by itself and only takes 15 minutes. And this also ensures that the data is regularly updated, promoting the integrity. The GIS office is also the city's addressing authority. We are responsible for over 10,000 parcels and 35,000 addresses. This means we assign new addresses for developments. We maintain the listing of all approved street names. We are also the point of contact for the property appraiser's office, 911 services, and the United States Postal Office. The office has also created a custom web application, which is available to the public and internal office uses. These show detailed property descriptions for every address and property within inside the city limits. And probably one of the more important parts of GIS are our mobile applications. Mobile applications are extremely important because it extends the reach of dynamic information to remote users. This means we have field crews that now have real-time access to dynamic information, and it also allows supervisors in the office to see live results of work being completed in the field. This promotes operation efficiency and eliminates duplication of work and manual efforts. It transforms paper workflows into digital transactions. Almost every department within the city is a key stakeholder of at least one mobile GIS app. I would like to point out that our electric utilities department is probably the largest stakeholder, but due to the sensitive nature of our critical infrastructure, I'm not going to go into super detail of their operations. However, our water utilities department is also another key stakeholder. They have several GIS apps, which they use for infrastructure assessments, asset management, and it promotes operation efficiency for decreasing response times for repairs and maintenance. Currently, our lift station crews are conducting condition assessments on all of our sewer lift stations, and they can do this a streamlined workflow by using mobile GIS applications. I'm extremely proud of this next slide. Earlier this year, the City of Lake Worth Water Utilities Department received the Florida Excellence in Technology Award for its innovation and technology for deploying a mobile GIS solution. This was a collaboration between the Water Utilities Department and the GIS offices. We created mobile applications to show our field crews where all of our underground features were located, and it drastically decreased our response times for maintenance and any emergency events. The recognition that the city received from the IT and GIS communities really put the city of Lake Worth on the map. Pun intended.
You're so funny.
Another example is our code compliance division. They also use mobile applications for their field inspections. It helps them keep a better track of what's going on in their day-to-day workflows. Another example is our public services department. Their crews have field mobile applications as well. And what you're seeing here is a screenshot of the interactive dashboard that management and supervisors have on the back end. This allows them to see what's going on out in the field, and they can easily spot trends and patterns in their workloads. Another example is our leisure services department. We have many parks, and so we have park ranger inspections, and they complete these inspections on mobile applications developed by the GIS office. Again, it's a user-friendly medium for both field crews and office supervisors. And also our damage assessments. The GIS, or the City of Lake Worth GIS office, is the leading collaborator with Palm Beach County's IT departments and Palm Beach County's GIS offices. We work very closely with them and develop the workflows to streamline damage assessments done on mobile applications. During Hurricane Irma, we actually had to put this to use, unfortunately. And I got one more slide.
Kinda told you. I told him.
You're good.
All right. So anyways, mobile applications, they streamline workflows that allowed our field crews to collect detailed information on the fly. Managers see real-time results in our EOCs, and an already very stressful situation as a hurricane, this proved to be extremely valuable to our management. And for everyone here, if you didn't already know, the city website hosts a web mapping gallery. This contains links to many interactive web maps that the GIS office offers to the public. And this is all located on the city website.
Under what category?
So if you go to, where am I at? Services and departments, and GIS, if I can find GIS mapping. Now I can't get rid of this. There we go. So just to recap some quick 2018 return on investments for the GIS office. We won technology awards for our utilities departments. We've saved the city tens of thousands of dollars creating our own building footprints from free open source information. We've transformed paper workflows into digital transactions, and we've integrated automation into city operations, promoting efficiency and data integrity. Some current projects we are working on are benefiting multiple departments and the public. This includes developing a modern web interface for the city's cemeteries, and that application will be available to internal city staff and the public as well. And we are going to continue our efforts in providing accurate geospatial information for business operations. And that's all I have. Thank you, guys.
Excellent. Thank you, guys. Commissioner Hardy?
Two things. First off, the next time my students ask me why they have to learn geography, I have another career course to steer them to as to how geography can be useful to them. The other thing is I was looking at what we allow to be built on lots of different sizes throughout the city, and I had some questions. And so I asked Joe through Michael, could I have a map of different lot sizes in the city color-coded? Joe said before the end of the day, I'll get it to you. Before the end of the day, I had an electronic map of every residential lot size throughout the city. They were color-coded. Okay, and I said, well, can you tweak this for a little bit? I'll get it to you tomorrow. Actually, I had it before the end of the day. So I very much appreciate the work that your department does. It helps give us data visually, and that's very, very useful to people who are making decisions and trying to create policy. So I very much appreciate the work you do. Thank you.
Very welcome.
City Manager?
I just want to add, since Joe's been here, I know, Mayor, you've talked about the dream of getting GIS up and really running. He's picked up the ball, and with the team that he's created and the collaborative effort with the departments, his personality, as you can tell, he's very easy to work with.
He's a shy little wallflower.
He's very
he is.
shy, but this is an employee that's a team player, and he gets things done, and he builds a sense of cooperation and collaboration among the departments, and we're very grateful to have him. He's a shining star. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioner Robinson?
I seconded the return on investment is paying off throughout all the departments, and the citizens benefit from it. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Okay.